it's Holly, and I'm here with what I'm calling my fall TBR. Now, I love TBRs and I love TBR videos, but I feel like whenever I make a TBR, I don't like actually read all of the books on it, or I don't read any of them, and then I feel like a liar. So I stopped doing them, but I thought maybe I would do like seasonal TBRs and pick like 5 books that I wanted to try and read in that season. Now, part of this is I know the end of the year is still a little far away, but I've already been kind of thinking about what I want to do for like resolutions next year that are book related, and I kind of want to change them, and part of that will turn into me doing more seasonal TBRs like this. So do like a spring, summer, winter, fall one. So this is my fall one, and it is only 5 books, and I'm going to try and read them. They may not get read, but these are the 5 that I really want to try, and a lot of these have been on my TBR for a while. So first is Dragonfly and Amber by Diana Gabaldon. Still don't know. I do really want to read this. The main reason I haven't picked it up is just because it took me like a week to read Outlander, and that's just a long time. I think it was more than a week maybe. It's just a long time for me on a book. So I don't know if I've been putting off reading this for fear that this will take up too much time, but that's a silly reason not to read a book, and for some reason, I don't know if it's the color or whatever, I really feel like this would be a good fall read. And then a book that has been like on my list of things to read in the fall for like 2 years now is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I asked for this for Christmas 2 years ago, and I still haven't read it. I need to read this stupid freaking book. I don't even have a reason for not reading it. I think I always say, oh, I'm going to read that in October, and then I don't read it in October. So hopefully I will actually read this. I've heard it's very, very good, and I do like Holly Black's writing, so I assume I will at least enjoy it. Written by Kelly Armstrong, which, let's be honest, I should probably take this post-it note out of here because I don't remember what happened in the beginning of this book. Like, I sort of remember, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering the book or the TV show or what. So I will have to start over from the beginning, which is fine. It's a pretty big book, but it's a very thin book, like this way. So I don't think it'll be that bad. And I had read like 150 pages, and I read those very fast. And this is a werewolf story, so kind of like The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. I feel like it has a good fall, Halloween-y vibe. And then is I want to read Alice in Wonderland. So technically, or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Really, this is a collection of both that story and Through the Looking Glass. Really, I just want to read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, not the whole book. But I mean, if that happens too, that's fine. Technically this is a reread, sort of. My mom used to read this to me as a child, and apparently it was like my favorite book, and I just really want to reread it. I believe that it would have been my favorite book because I'm super into like words and nonsensical things, so it doesn't surprise me. And Jabberwocky is like one of my favorite poems. And then the last one is a reread, and that is Persuasion by Jane Austen. After I'd been wanting to reread it, then I read For Darkness Shows the Stars, which I thought would like cover my needs to reread it, but instead it just made me want to read it even more. And I've been putting it off because I've been like, no, but I have all these new books I need to read, and it's like, no, just read it. There's 2 bookmarks in here. That is so funny. This is for a hockey game from 2006. That is crazy. Because I had to read this in college too, but I bought, we had to read all 6 Austen novels. And I was actually looking for this bookmark. Interesting. And I actually just bought the recommended edition, so I would have the same as everyone else instead of using mine. Those are the 5 books I'm hoping to read in fall. I almost said December. It is definitely not December. But those are the 5 books I am hoping to read this fall. Like I said, I want to try and make these seasonal TBRs like a regular thing, so the next one would be in December. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!